Okay, so you guys are all in your Banzai account. If you have not, go ahead and log in. You should click on your middle school personal finance, and we are going to click back on life scenarios. You should have last week taken the pretest. If you have not already, you can go back at a later point to take that. What I want you guys to do is go ahead and click on the warm up and click start. So I want to go through this with you just to get you familiarized with the page and how you're going to be working this. Okay, so hi, my name is Bill. Welcome to Banzai. You can go ahead and click the blue button here. In Banzai, you'll be using real life scenarios to track expenses, plan your budget, and save for a rainy day. These are my friends at True Direction, which they are the creators of Banzai. They're pros at managing money. They will help us along the way. Okay, you can see up here, you have three different accounts that you'll be using. The budget we'll get to here in just a little bit. So our first one is our wallet, and it's going to hold cash for us. And you can see right here, as of right now, today, we have $25 in cash. Cash is the ultimate convenience. You can pay anyone in cash. Even your kid brother Dilbert, please don't ever name your kid that, knows what to do with cash. Obviously, the bad thing is with carrying cash, if you lose it, it's gone. There's nothing you can do to get it back. So next we have our checking account. And checking accounts are always linked to our debit account or our debit cards. So if you write a check for some known unknown reason, which most people don't, but we still have to write checks occasionally. It's going to come out of our checking account. The checking account is money that we have. So instead of carrying it around in cash, like in our wallet, it's money that we own. Okay, we physically own it, and it's ours. But we have it in the bank in our checking account. So your debit cards are going to be linked to your checking account. So if you guys, or let's say you have to go to the ATM and take $20 out of the ATM, it's also linked to your checking account. So it's money that's yours. You just don't have it at home or in your wallet for cash. So total, you can see we have $450 worth of actual cash. 25 is on us in our wallet, and $425 is available for us to use either writing a check, using our debit card, or withdrawing money from the ATM. Okay? It allows you to access the cash inside your account by writing a check, just like I said, or using your debit card. You're going to use it to pay bills, withdraw cash, and by the way, when you get your job or a job, you're going to deposit your paychecks, and that deposit will go straight into your checking account as well. And finally, you're going to be supplied with a credit card. You need to use it carefully because when you use credit, you're borrowing money, which is called the principal, but you have to pay that back. So a credit card company is not going to say, here, Mrs. Fan, here, Miss Reed, here's money, just pay us back whenever. It's going to be, here's your interest rate, here's when you need to pay us back, and if you don't, then you're really going to start being in trouble and the creditors are going to come after you. So let's not do that. It says otherwise you'll incur fees and interest payments. So the mini quiz, let's just go over this together. It says, what's the best way to to pay for unplanned expenses? Hope your parents will make up the difference between what you have and what you need. I'd still love that, but that's obviously not smart. Keep an emergency fund, carry a large sum of cash in your wallets just in case, or take money from other parts of your budget. I hope that you guys can all see that keeping an emergency fund would be our best option. Go ahead and click next. Which of the following is true about debt? Eventually your creditor, meaning like your credit card company, will forget about it and you don't have to pay if you wait long enough. Debt is a necessary part of any budget, meaning it's a part of life. Debt is unavoidable for some expenses like medical costs in school. Or debt negatively affects your net worth regardless of what it's used for. And I can tell you that the answer is going to be this one here. So go ahead and click next. So you have your three separate accounts, and now we're going to look at what that money is going to be used for. So up here we have our three accounts, and now down here is going to be our budget. So we have an account for food, car, rent, utilities, other, and reserves. Reserves, I would say that would just be like your emergency fund, okay, if you need to use that for some reason. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your bills for the week or for the month, and you're going to use these accounts up here, and you're going to put them into this budget, okay? Now, I'm going to do, or we're going to do together, 2 transactions so you know what to do. This says transaction number 1, pay rent. If you need to zoom in on it, you can see a little bit bigger what it's going to say. So we know that we need to pay $400 from our rent. Okay, it says, note that the bill your landlord put on your door. This is what you owe after splitting costs with your roommates. Okay, the first thing we need to do is we need to, and it's going to show you how to do it this first time, we're going to take the money from our checking account, and then we're going to put it into, or take it out of our rent. So the first thing we're going to do, because we know we owe $400, we're going to take this and we're going to just type in 400, click OK, and you can see that it automatically subtracts it, and now you should have a remaining $25 left in our checking account. Then it says, now take the $400 from your budget down below. So again, we have our 3 accounts and our 6 items, our 6 categories in our budget. So I'm going to put 400 there. And now we don't owe anything for rent. We've paid it. And if you get this blue done symbol, that means that you're good to go and you can move on to another transaction. If you don't, one of the most common mistakes is not putting in the correct number. So just make sure you know that you've put it in correctly. All right, so go ahead and click done. So see how you took $400 from checking to rent? You just made your first expense. This is important here. The total balance of your budget will always equal the balance in your account. So we have 25 in cash, 25 in checking. So that means we should have $50 somewhere down here in our budget, which we do here in reserves. Okay, so this is one that I want to go over with you, and then you're going to be on your own. So this is going to be our paycheck. So we got paid for right now, which is awesome. It says, congratulations, you got a full-time job. Your employer withholds some money for taxes. So, you know, when you're older, no matter what kind of job you have, if you earn a paycheck, then unfortunately, not that you have an option, you're going to have taxes taken out. So this, unfortunately, is going to be the case. If I zoom in here, I can see that I should just have a lot more money than what I made, but that's because you can see right here, taxes have been taken out, okay? All right, so we're going to put, remember when we get paid, we're going to put all that money into our checking account. If you look here, you can see our paycheck is worth $322.21. I'm going to click on checking, and I'm going to add 322. Make sure you include the decimal point, 21. Now we're going to add it to our budget. You'll have to probably zoom in here. We're going to split this money, and we're going to allocate it or put it in different parts of our budget, and it's going to tell us where exactly. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put 25 into our car because we need to fill it up with gas. I wish gas prices were that cheap. So I'm going to type 25. Now you see right here it says 322.21. Once I click that, it will automatically start deducting and lowering that price, which is good. The next thing we need to do is put $75 in for groceries, and that is going to be here for food. So type $75. You should see that total subtracting. The next is we want to go see our favorite band or music artist, and so we're going to save that aside. It's not going to be in our emergency funds, but this is just for other things we may want to do. Let's say we wanted to go shopping. So we're going to put $80 into our budget for other. And then the last part, it says we should put the remainder in our reserves for emergency, and that number 142.21 equals that. So we're going to go ahead and put that whole thing in there, 142, don't forget the decimal point, 21, and then we can click OK. Again, once you get this done symbol, then that means you've put it in correctly, and you can go on to the next task. So you are going to be right here. Now you're on your own. You just got to look to see what you're supposed to do, help each other out. You're going to have quite a bit of time to get this wrapped up. Ask your teacher for help. I promise you that they are very smart. And if you have any questions, your teacher can call Miss Sheely, and I can see if I can help you. Good luck.